2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Setting up for some terrific action tonight. The Philadelphia 76ers mixing it up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, this is where it begins. The expectations you have for this season meet reality tonight. Everything you've been working on gets put to the test. You hope that you've done your job and can come out of here with a win. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Chris Webber. TA David Aldridge is on our sideline. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Monday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, here are the starters for Milwaukee. Bottoms is out there with Robinson. Then there's Mr. Moves. And it's Martin in at the center filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Powell. He's out there with cool hands. Wizard out there with Flash. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that game.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Kicks it to Martin. Here's Gilbert. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Pass to Flash. Lock at 6. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
There's Bottoms. Now the pass to Rodriguez. Picked his pocket. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Gilbert. Outside Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Rodriguez, no good. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's the Wizard. Rebound, Milwaukee. And they're starting off the season playing the 76ers here.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
Gilbert. That shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. To the inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And here is Robinson. Here's Gilbert. sinks the three-pointer. Bottoms got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep reeling.
Robinson against Powell, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder. And you look at the Wizard. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Passes it to Gilbert. Outside Robinson. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Here's Flash. He has 6. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Now here's Rodriguez. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
The pass to Cool Hands. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Here's Bottoms. 6 points for him. Outside, Martin. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. And it's 9 points for Bottoms. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Chance to check out the numbers for the Wizards. Some last season stats for him. 1st in blocks, 4th in rebounding, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Here's Endor. The 3 from Dudley. Buries it from three-point range. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Burke looking over the floor. And slam dunk by Burke. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Dudley. Here's the Wizard. Pass to Magician. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16. A rebound by the Bucks.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
There's Bottoms. He's guarded by Dudley. Now here's Burke. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Magician. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Here's Bottoms. 9 points in the game so far. Ferguson with the rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And here's Dudley for 3. And oh, he hits the buzzer, Peter!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And you see this so often, league-wide, ending the period with a three-point attempt.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers on top, up 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
And so it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 4. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Martin, Champ out there with Burke, and it's Meyer in at the 4. Now here's Dudley, passes it to the Wizard.
Bucks foul.
There's the pass to Magician. 6 to shoot. Rejection. Now Hezonja. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come here in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Burke, the pass to Hezonja. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Hezonja's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Takes the 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
On its way from Dudley for 2. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Champ. Right side, Martin. He kicks to Burke. The shot's good. Burke's got his second bucket of the night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Well, you look at Flash, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Cool Hands. Drills it from outside. Cool Hands got 8.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Milwaukee's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Pass to Meyer. And it's blocked. Here's Cool Hands. 8 points for him. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. Milwaukee has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 5 to shoot. Here's Robinson, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Good job taking advantage of the size mismatch. There's no way that jumper's getting blocked.
Here's Cool Hands. Burke covering. Pass to Powell. Here's Cool Hands. Takes a 3. Connects from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Outside Robinson. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Robinson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Passes it to the Wizard. Up top, Powell. From outside the arc. That one, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Rodriguez passes to Mr. Moves. Outside Robinson. Shoots over Powell. Can't nail the jumper.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Here's Cool Hands. Off on the layup.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Burke with it. Powell, the pass to Cool Hands. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Powell, that's good. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Over to the left wing. Meyer passes to Mr. Moves. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Powell, no one around him. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
The way they were getting rain on from 3, they're lucky to still be in this. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. Can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense is lax, and that needs to change, and that's a fact. Almost rhyming.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Cool Hands in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Flash. Cool Hands is out there with Powell. Then it's the Wizard. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. From deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Here's Cool Hands. Guarded by Robinson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Here's Mr. Moves. The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Peja, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright, they be big, and we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris, or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche, that is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real, and some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rodriguez kicks to Robinson. 4 on the clock. For 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The Wizards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Cool Hands. 11 points in the game. Here's Flash. Reverses. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Champ comes in for Robinson. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. And you look at the Wizard, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Here's Mr. Moves. Stolen. Up top, Dudley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Here's Champ. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's the Wizard, covered by Martin. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. There's Bottoms. He's got 9. To stop the drought, good on the three-point shot. Bottoms got 12 points in the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
The pass to Endor. The 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Champ. All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best. Players and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you got to stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing. And Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
They just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is all on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Magician from downtown. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Here's Champ. Passes to Gilbert. Over Dudley. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. 76ers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Pass to Endor. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown. Endor's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Martin finds Hezonja. Here's Champ from deep. Ferguson with the rebound. Up top, Dudley. 8 points for him. The pass to the Wizard. Pass to Endor for the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
It's good. 16 points for Bottoms.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Champ out there with Hezonja. And there's Bottoms. Then there's Burke. And it's Martin in at the 5 spot. There's Bottoms. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the 3 ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Burke, the pass to Martin. Back to Burke. Ball's knocked loose. To stop the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Pass to Endor. And here is Powell. Endor kicks to Powell. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the pass to Gilbert. Martin with it. Here's Champ. Moves back up. He lays it in.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And the 76ers call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
The Wizard, he's checked in for Flash. Milwaukee also making some changes. Mr. Moves checked in for Hazanya. And Rodriguez is subbed in for Champ. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Now, here's Burke. D right on him. And so, the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Clock is at 3. The 19-foot shot.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Endor. And Rodriguez pulls it down.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Powell, that's good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bucks trail by 15. There's Bottoms, outside Martin. Pass to Rodriguez. Swiped away. Here's Cool Hands. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Martin. Now, here's Burke. Pass to Gilbert. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Rodriguez. From deep three-point range. Powell pulls it in. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Endor. Here's Cool Hands. Wide open look. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for prime time.
But he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package.
Now, here's Burke, guarded by Powell. Now the pass to Gilbert. Now Martin. Pass to Gilbert. From deep. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Cool Hands passes to Endor. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Burke. Passes to Gilbert. From deep three-point range.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K.